Hello friends, my name is Sagar and today in this video we are going to learn heading, paragraph and style. As we have seen in our earlier video, there are 6 types of headings in HTML starting from H1 to H6. H1 being the highest and H6 being the lowest. Highest I means it has big font size compared to other headings. Now, as I earlier mentioned that H1 heading has to be there on a web page only once because from SEO perspective, this H1 tag is more important. It tells your web crawlers and the search engine to consider H1 as main heading of the article. And that's why the heading becomes important. Make sure that you have only one H1 in a web page, but you can use multiple S2, S3, H4, H5 and S6 in your document. H1 is the biggest heading amongst all other heading types, but let's say if you want more big font size for the H1, then you can customize it with the help of style attribute. It is a inline CSS which you can apply to any specific element you want, and the property name is font size. You have to write it as font hyphen size colon whatever pixels you want. So here I have mentioned 60 pixels, and then you have to give semicolon to end this statement and make sure you end the value with double quote closing. The value of style attribute has to be enclosed in a double quote. If you don't know what does it mean by attribute and value and quotes, then you should refer to my earlier video which I published in this series, which talks about the difference between element tag, attribute, value and quotes. Okay, so here I have given font size 60 pixel, and that's why you can see the output. The H1 is more big now than the earlier version of this. Now with the help of this CSS, you can modify the effect and formatting of any element as you want. The same style you can apply to the paragraph element as well, and that becomes its font size. Now let's say I want to apply color to this heading. Then in the same attribute, I will write another value, or I can replace the value with the red. Now you can see the red color, but the font size is no longer there. This happened because I removed font size property and 60 pixel value and replaced it with color property and red value, and now heading becomes red. With the help of these CSS property, you can change the effect for any of the element you want. Now let's say I want to change the background color of this heading. To do that, I will write another property which is known as background color. So instead of this color property, I am writing background color property, or you can write simply background and the background color is getting applied. Now let's start with our second topic, which is paragraph. We have already used paragraph in our earlier example, and this paragraph is used to write long text in your web page. You can use multiple paragraph tags and write your statements one by one, and it will appear one below other. The reason it will appear one below other is because the paragraph tag is a block level element and not the inline element. Inline elements like bold, italic, underline, span and other tags appear side by side because they are inline in nature, and paragraph element is a block level element. That's why whenever you write paragraph tag, it will appear just to the next line. As you can see on my screen, I have written multiple paragraphs, and if you want to apply horizontal ruler, which is HR tag is used to give a line. Whenever you want a line between two sections, you can use this tag and the line will appear. Let's see this with the example. I am running this try it yourself editor, and here you can see the HR is appearing as a line which is horizontal ruler, and you can give multiple HRs and it becomes divider between two of your elements. Here let me add a divider between this h1 and paragraph tag with the help of hr tag. And when you write hr tag, make sure you close it with / since it is empty element. Now, as we have learned how to write h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6, which are 6 types of heading, we have also seen how to write paragraph multiple times, and we have also seen additional topic, which is horizontal ruler, to set the divider between two of the elements, or you can use it whenever you want. Now let's say we want to give enter or break a line in between your paragraph text. Then we have seen br tag as well, which tells the browser to break the line to the next line. However, if you want to break the line without br tag, that is not possible in coding, because if you do enter in your code, it will not appear as any effect. If you see this, the code is perfectly aligned and the line is also separated with the help of giving enter, but output, if you see, it is not appearing as expected, because in coding when you do enter or when you write spaces, that does not affect the output. If you want to do that, you can use pre tag. Pre is a pre-formatted output which you can see as is, as you have typed in your code. So now with the help of this pre tag, you can see I have written the code as first, second, third and fourth line. I have given enters between these 4 lines, and I am expecting that the output should be same as given. Let's see the output. Now you can see the text is coming as expected since we have written it under pre tag. However, this pre tag changes the font style or the font family of your text. If you look closely, the paragraph text above is having different font family, and this pre tag text, it has a different font family. Of course, you can change the font family afterwards with the help of CSS, but this is the default behavior of the browser. Now, let's start with the style topic. The style is something which you can give as a design element to any of the element you want. Here you can see the normal black color text, red color text and blue color text is there, along with a big text which is bigger than other text. This can be possible with the help of style attribute, which you can give on any tag, and you have to give property and value of the style in order to apply that effect. This is called inline CSS, where you give property and value to the style attribute. Make sure you write it in a desired way as given here. It should start with the style attribute is equal to symbol, and the value should be there in enclosed with double quotes. Inside that you have to write property colon value and semicolon, just like this one. Here background color property is given, to which I have applied powder blue as a value. Now you can do this with body tag as well, since it is also an element, and you can see the effect is getting applied to the body tag. The whole body element is in a powder blue background, and you can write red to change, or you can write any color you want to change it to any of the color. This is possible to apply this background color property to other elements like h1 and paragraph as given on the screen. You can do this with the text element as well, like instead of background you just select the text with the color property. Now you can give font family property as well to any of the element, and this is Verdana and Courier font families which I have applied, but you can apply any of font family you want. Change it to Arial, run the code and see the font family is getting changed. So there are numerous CSS properties present and their different values are there, which we will see when CSS series starts. In this, we just have to learn how we can apply different CSS to different elements. We have already seen how we can change the font size, and here we are applying font size in percentage instead of pixel. So instead of pixel, when you apply it in percentage, that can also get applied. If I apply 300 pixels, you can see the font size is even more bigger. But when you apply in percentage, that considers your screen size percentage and applies accordingly. You can give other effects like alignment to the of the text. Here alignment is center, the default alignment is left, which I don't have to give, but if I give it, you can see the default alignment of the heading. Now here instead of this left, you can also change it to right, and you can change the alignment of your text. This can be done to any of the text element. Is this, we have learned style, background color, family, font size, and text align properties. There is exercise given at the end of each chapter on w3school.com which you can solve. So here, part of this exercise, the question is what should be the attribute and what should be the value when we want to apply blue color. So obviously the attribute will be style and the color will be blue, and we have to write it in this format only. Let me try it. Once you are done with writing your code, you can click on submit answer button to check whether you are correct or not. Now we have covered heading, paragraph and style chapters in this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.